Alright guys, so in this video I'm gonna be ranking every single Disney Animation Studios movie, everything from Snow White all the way to Wish. Now before we start, I have to say, when I was watching these movies, I was like, I realized that like there's gonna be no way that I remember the placements I put like all of these movies in. So I decided to so I essentially like wrote down on like a piece of paper here like all of the placements I put these movies in, so I don't forget. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the order that I show. So I'm gonna be starting with Ralph Breaks the Internet and ending with Wreck-It Ralph. Really? Really? um I'll just move this like here. There we go. Okay. So, before we actually start, if you're wondering why there's a why is this even here, it's because Moana 2 is for some reason on this list, even though it's not even out. Like I'm recording this in like July. Like this movie comes out on like Thanksgiving or something. Like what do you mean? Like why is it here? Like yeah, why is this even here? I was a bit surprised at that since it's not even out. So now let's actually get on. So I don't really have official numbers. I just put these here because like to show how much are in each category. So Ralph Breaks the Internet. Okay. So wait. Let me get the piece of paper. Okay. Okay, here. Okay, so I have the piece of paper here. So Ralph Breaks the Internet is D tier, obviously. It's like it would have been like okay if they talked about consoles and not the internet. Like I just don't really see that. Like the initial conflict is pretty good, how they're trying to get money for a steering wheel, but then there's a bunch of problems and like all that stuff. And like at some point, like Ralph was pretty out of character here. He didn't want things to change. He just really wanted like Vanellope. He really wanted Vanellope to like he really wanted Vanellope to like stay with him, and he didn't want anything to change. So it's just him being like bad. It's just him being like a bad friend. I mean, you could say he was the main antagonist, as he was the reason why the Wreck-It Ralph virus was made. Oh yeah, I guess spoilers for all these movies. Yeah, so like you could say that like he is the antagonist because like the virus after it escaped Slaughter Race, it like copied him and made the Wreck-It Ralph virus because of his insecurities of like Vanellope drifting away from him or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, bro. And besides, it's just very cringy because it feel like at some points, it feels like this movie was written by a bunch of adults, like probably a bunch of like 30, 40-year-old people out here trying to talk about the internet. It's like that TikTok conference from at some points it feels like that TikTok conference from last year, where it's just a bunch of old people like asking questions about TikTok when they have no idea what the hell it is. All that was like very cringy. Like, yeah, maybe if you talked about like I don't know consoles, that would have been good. You can just change the names, or not, because they literally said YouTube and Google in the movie. So yeah, D tier. And now Zootopia. You probably all know where this is. What I'm gonna put. And okay, it's A tier. Oh yeah. Also, in order to choose the movies, I didn't just do it from. I didn't do it just from like. I didn't do it just from like. Okay, I didn't do it like in like release order or like any order. I just put all these movies except for Moana 2 on like a wheel spinner that I then named the Disney Wheel of Death. And whenever I finished the movie, I had to roll it to choose the next movie. Oh wait. Zootopia's not D. It's A. Zootopia's really good, but anyways, where was I going? Oh yeah. So both of these movies somehow made it into like the top 10, like the last 10 movies on the wheel. Somehow both of these made it there. So Zootopia is a really good movie. My main issue with this movie is what came after it, you know? And besides, like, it would have been really good, but in case no, there was a scrapped, like, all other version of the story about this thing called the tame collar, where every single predator had to wear like a tame collar, and whenever they got to keep them in check, so whenever they would get mad, it would like it was essentially like a little shock collar. It was a shock collar essentially. But apparently it couldn't differentiate from like just anger. So like if you felt too emotional and like any emotion, it would just shock you. Yeah. And in that original story, Nick was originally the main protagonist, not Judy. There was like a scene of him going to the vet, with like him having his collar removed for like tests. Like that scene is fully animated. You might have seen it. So like he makes some amusement park, like whatever. There's like a 3-part YouTube video series I saw on it. But anyways, the main story, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Compared to what we could have had with the Tame Collar story it's sadder, but way more interesting. I kind of wish we would have gotten that. And like just because like the movie itself is really really good, ignoring the furries that came after it. I know the movie's about racism. I don't really know if the message. I'm assuming that they did a good job, like essentially saying like, hey, racism is bad or something. I don't know if that was the plot of the Tame Collar story, but like, yeah, whatever. A tier. Now 101 Dalmatians. Okay, this movie is a bop. This movie is a banger. It has one of the most infamous and like best Disney villains, who even has her own song. Cruella de Vil has a villain song. Yeah, I know it's not sung by her, but it's still really good. So S tier, yeah, but this movie's just amazing. And besides, I really liked it when I was little, so like there's like that nostalgia factor into it. Yeah, there's that nostalgia factor. There's S tier. Aladdin. Yo, this movie also made the top 10. In fact, like this movie was like top 15. Like why are we only like all these for some reason like from this list? Also, that's not in alphabetical order. Well, I know it's not in alphabetical order because Ralph Breaks the Internet was first and Zootopia was like up there. Yeah, like here it seems like it's it's doing okay in being like alphabetical order, but then you have Wish right here, so anyways, yeah, Aladdin. Need I say any more? It is amazing. Robin Williams, rest in peace. Yes, he died. He died like 10 years ago now. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. You were a legend that voiced the genie. And also, the Sultan and Iago's voice actors are all both dead, which is also pretty sad because Iago is like one of the best characters in this movie, in the first one, and in the sequel. Yeah, the direct-to-DVD sequel. I watched it. I know the animation is very, very bad. It looks like a Zelda CDI cutscene. Like the quality from those direct-to-DVD sequels either ranges from a Zelda CDI cutscene to like an actual good Disney movie. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, Aladdin is S tier. Alice in Wonderland. I think I put this in C. Yes, I did. Okay, C tier. It's in C tier because it's just like it was just pretty boring. I'm just saying it was pretty boring. And besides, Alice's voice got like hearing Alice's voice for like an hour, like the voice actor, like like not to bash on the voice actor, but like it's just a bit annoying. Like Alpha's voice is just a bit annoying. Like not to bash on the voice actor. Her voice is just a bit annoying, and I got like tired of like hearing her just like be like, please tell me where you're going, or like something like that. Like when she was following the white rabbit, the March Hare, or whatever it was called. Yeah, whatever. C tier. Atlantis. This is a movie. This was one of the first movies the wheel chose, and it's B tier. I'm just gonna say we have like I literally finished seeing the last movie on this list like probably like an hour ago. Like the last movie on this list, I finished that like an hour ago. So yeah, Atlantis is B. It is really good. It was way better than I thought. Yeah, sorry, Scafforillas production fans. It is not S tier. Sorry. It's still really good. Like, it would have been A tier, but then Milo decides to stay in Atlantis for some reason. I don't really know. So now this movie's a B tier. So overall, really good. The animation, like this and Treasure Planet are like the two like 2000s movies where nobody really like talks about them, but they're both pretty good. Like speaking on Treasure Planet, we'll like that's coming up later. Oh damn, it's like the second to last movie here, huh? Damn. Okay, yeah. Like the side characters in Atlantis actually don't feel like NPCs, which is something you can't really say about like some of these movies here. Yeah. That's not something you can say like some of these movies here. Mulan. So, yeah, it's really good. Milo decided to stay in Atlanta, so that's not good, but that's okay. Bambi! F tier. Listen, hear me out, okay? Listen. The beginning is okay, it's just a bit slow paced. When Bambi's mom dies, I thought we were gonna see Bambi mourn. No. We just hear a gunshot, and then that big ass deer. And then like that big deer is like just tells Bambi like you are my son, like let's go. And then right after that, it's an aggressive song about how good spring is. Like there is no apparently in the direct to DVD sequel, it was like it's like in between that. So like apparently we actually get to see like Bambi mourn. So I'm assuming that that's probably better. Thumper and Flower are NPCs, of course. They're pretty much just NPCs. And then later on he gets a girlfriend, and then there's like dogs, and then there's a fire for some reason. I have no idea. I wish the fire killed everybody. That would make this movie a lot better. So anyways, yeah, F tier. One of the only 3 F tier movies here. Beauty and the Beast. It's Scafforillas Productions' favorite Disney movie, and I mean it's S tier, yeah. What can I say, dude? It's S tier. It is just really good, really iconic. I saw the live action one when I was in theaters when I was little, and I like years ago, and I have no memory of it. I also did have the chance to see the live action Dumbo, but I didn't want to because I didn't feel like it. I mean, yeah, bro. Also, why are the live action remakes always like an hour longer than the original film? Like, why do they do that? So, with Beauty and the Beast, it's really good. Story's good. It's infamous. There's a great villain with a pretty good villain song. I mean, every single Renaissance Disney villain song is good. But that doesn't mean it has to be Renaissance. Like Cruella de Vil is a really good villain song. And that movie came out like the 60s. So yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Like I wish we could have seen more of the enchantress or something, like the person that turned like prince into the beast. Like I don't know, maybe like when he got cured, we will see the enchantress over here, just like I don't know, just like nod in approval or something. But no, the enchantress just appears to turn him into a beast, and we never hear about them again. Apparently, it's in like one of the direct to DVD sequels. But like whatever. Okay, Big Hero 6. Seeing how much people hate this movie and the twist villain, I was I was expecting it to be like E.T. or something, but no. This is controversial, but okay, listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, listen, hear me out. Do not dox me, please. Listen, hear me out. So I went into this with low expectations. Like the worst part about this movie is probably Professor Callahan. Like he just tried like firstly, like it was so obvious that he was a twist villain from the beginning, bro. He was so obvious. Like I already knew because I saw like reviews on this movie before watching it. But I just like knew that like if it was my first time watching, like no, I would have been able to like detect that a mile away. Yeah, the twist villain is also known as the that was their mistake guy. You know, like that meme. Like that was their mistake. Like bro just tried to send everything through the like portal and never once fought. He never once fought that. Like he never once thought that his daughter might still be alive. Like the side characters are also a bit annoying. They're just NPCs essentially. They're just like side characters whose names I don't remember any of. Baymax is definitely the best part. He's the comic relief, so he's like the best part. Yeah. I mean, I like how Professor Callahan's like weapon was essentially just the microbots. It reminded me a lot of the symbiote. Yo, it would have been so cool if bro used the microbots to like come around him and like turn him into like a big ass like robot mech. That would have been so cool. Like the well, I don't know. If they executed it right, then that would have been really cool. Because it just reminds me a lot of the symbiote. So if that shit went on him and turned him into like a monster, like then that would have been so good if executed properly. So yeah, B tier. Bolt, the very first movie chosen by the wheel. Yes, B tier. It was mostly boring, but I think the ending was actually really good. The ending was pretty good, where they had to like escape through the fire. I understand why people hate it and love it. I just think it's like kind of good. This is what, 6 out of 10? Yeah, not much you can really say about this movie. Like this movie's so like anti-cat, which was a bit annoying how this movie just hates cats. Okay, Brother Bear, D tier. Okay, Brother Bear, like the beginning would have been a really good setup in the beginning about like some Othello brothers who like tragically torn apart, but because one of them had to like sacrifice himself to turn into a bear. Until the main character gets turned into a bear, then it becomes a baby movie, and there's like that like little bear Coda or something. And for some reason they wouldn't let any of the main characters actually sing. Yeah, for some reason they wouldn't let any of the main characters actually sing. It's just Phil Collins. Like there's that one part where like Coda and the main character whose name I forgot, where they're like having a heart-to-heart conversation where the main character realizes that he killed Coda's mom. But like it's just drowned out by Phil Collins. which there's nothing wrong with him, but I don't know why they made him sing all the songs in Brother Bear, and also Tarzan. Yeah, he sang all the songs in Tarzan, which definitely bumped it down a few points because I was just tired of hearing Phil Collins sing. So yeah, the D tier. I guess the animation is good. Like, it maybe would have been C tier, a bit higher, but then the main character decides to stay as a bear. So yeah, D tier. Chicken Little. Now this one I remember liking when I was little. Like, I do remember liking this when I was little. Wait, let me look for where I put it. Okay, B tier. It's in B tier as well. Yeah, it was like really good. Like, I know everybody looks ugly as hell. It's like like Chicken Little's dad is like annoying and just like a deadbeat dad because he never supports his son. He only cares about his image. He doesn't care about his son, bro. Like, you are an L father, bro. You are a bad father. You should kill yourself right now. And he doesn't even realize that like not supporting his son and like emotionally like down bringing him was a bad thing. He didn't even realize that. Like, even the annoying ass like side character duck, who I forgot her name, even she says like they need closure and Chicken Little needs to talk things out, but he never does. Then there's the aliens that honestly I don't really know if the movie would have been better without them, but like whatever. So yeah, B tier. Cinderella is also F tier. I was a bit surprised, but when watching this movie for the first time, which was not on this list, I saw it before, I was just surprised about how awful it is. Firstly, most of the main Cinderella story is just cut out within like the first 3 minutes. Where Cinderella had like a dad and like no mom, but then his dad married like the Lady Tremaine, I think that's her name. Yeah, Lady Tremaine. Then he died, and then she became the like servant. But like the prince isn't even like a character in this one. He has like 2 lines where he isn't even a character. He just appears sometimes. So yeah, bad movie, very very bad. The mice were annoying as hell. Yeah. There's like no redeeming qualities. So there's only one movie left of the F tier. Since I put 60 for 62. So yeah. Dinosaur. Oh wait, Dinosaur. Boring, ugly as hell. I think I put it in like D tier. Wait, let me see, let me check. Okay. No, not in D tier. Oh, it's in E tier. Oh, okay, we got our first E tier. I remember, like, after the first E tier movie was, like, for a while, like, E tier sat empty until I watched a movie. I'm not gonna say what it is until we get to it, which isn't gonna be in that long. Like, looking at it, it's not gonna be a while. But yeah, that movie, yeah, it is terrible. But that movie, like, it was like the first E tier for a while, and I didn't want E tier to be called like that movie tier, where the name of the E tier would be that movie. So yeah, Dinosaur is E tier because it's ugly as hell and it's boring. That's pretty much it. Like, I don't know any of your names because I just went on my phone for like the entire movie because I honestly just did not care because it is terrible and I hate it. E tier. The only good thing about it, I guess, is like I'm pretty sure there was like one good thing. Oh yeah. The score and the first like 7 minutes with no dialogue. Like the soundtrack and the first 7 minutes, like all that was like the best part of the movie. Not enough to save it though. Strange World, D tier. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll try to go a bit faster for this one, So Strange World D tier, boring, no marketing, just boring. Like one of the characters is gay. Like they tried to do LGBTQ representation, but like I don't really think anyone. I don't think anyone really cared for it. I mean, not there's anything wrong with that, but like I'm just like not really sure. So now Wish D tier. Do I even have to explain why it's D tier? I mean, like the music, like it's like this. It's like weird. Like it's very bad. Like it's bad, but for some reason it is like so goddamn catchy. I swear to God, it gets stuck in my head. Like yo, the like from a music standpoint, like it's not that bad. But the lyrics, like if the lyrics were different, then like it might have actually been good. But like I just like, but like the instrumental or like the song without the lyrics just gets stuck in my head, and for some reason I just can't. Okay, Dumbo. I literally saw this movie yesterday. This was in like the top 3. Yeah, this was in the top 3. I think I put it where? I put it in C tier. That's a bit of a surprise because like all the 1940s movies are like all the 40s movies are like D tier and C. Like they're mostly like D or like E or F even. Except for 3, which are actually really good. We'll get to that later. Okay, Dumbo. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's definitely racist. Oh yeah, bro, it's definitely like really racist. Like for like that song and like that guy named Jim Crow. If you don't know, back then during segregation there was like Jim Crow laws, which I'm pretty sure they essentially meant like that black people had different rights. So yeah, Jim Crow laws are bad. Encanto S tier, I don't even have to explain. Fantasia is like D or C. I forgot where I put it. Yeah, I know. Shocking. It's just that it's so long. Why is it 2 hours? It was so long. And for like Fantasia 2000, which is honestly better, and because it's shorter with better segments, like, yo. Like, what went wrong? And besides, this movie did flop in the box office. Let me look. Okay, no, I put it in C. Yeah, that makes sense. And speaking of the devil, Fantasia 2000 B tier. I wish the flamingo segment was longer because I honestly really liked it. So most of the other segments were good as well, unlike Fantasia, where the only good stuff was like the night on Bald Mountain and the Sorcerer's Apprentice. This one had more good segments. Frozen is in B tier. I'm pretty sure, according to this paper, let me find it. Yeah, it's B tier. Yeah, I know. Listen, yes, I know that this movie only got over $1 billion because of the power of 6-year-old white girls. Like that's really the only reason why it got over $1 billion. Same thing with Frozen too. But Frozen, like it actually is kind of good though. Like the songs, it's either hit or miss. Love Is an Open Door is probably the best song in the entire movie. Hans is a terrible twist villain. Better twist villain, like a good twist villain is either like whatever Pixar's doing, whatever Pixar's doing, or you have them established to the protagonist. I mean to the audience as a twist villain first, as seen in Treasure Planet. Which you know what? I'll just move it like up here. How about that? Yeah. So yeah, Frozen is B tier. Olaf is honestly probably the best part of the entire movie. That's it, because of how savage bro is. Frozen 2. C. Listen, I know that I know this movie also did also get like a hell of money. It did also get like a bunch of money. But yeah, this one just didn't fit. So like there's like 4 elements, and then they're like stuck in a mist, and then there's like element stuff, and apparently there's a 5th element. And that voice, like the fact that I literally had to like Google like what the voice that's going like I had to Google like who that is, because I don't remember it ever being shown in the movie. It had a troubled production, which honestly makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it had a trouble production, which makes a lot of sense. When you look at when you look at how how poorly it was executed. So yeah, so in trouble production, apparently like 11 months before the movie was supposed to come out, they didn't even know who the voice was supposed to be. But turns out, in case you're wondering, it's Elsa's mom, who was North Aldrin, who rescued their dad or something. And apparently Elsa is the 5th element. And there's like also no villain, which this movie definitely could have been. Like, it's like Strange World. Like, yeah, Strange World also could have been good with an actual villain. We haven't gotten a real Disney villain in a while. King Magnifico was kind of a twist villain, honestly. Okay, yeah, so. Okay, Fun and Fancy Free. This is the E tier movie that I was talking about, like the first E tier movie. Firstly, the story with Bongo the Bear was so ass, dude. There was no reason for it to be 40 minutes. Like, no reason. The Mickey and the Beanstalk story is okay, but like I also hate it, and the humans are annoying. The only good thing is that I think Jiminy Cricket and like Mickey, Donald, and Goofy were like good. And that's really it. Now, Hercules. This is the movie. This is the last movie chosen by the wheel. I literally finished watching this like an hour ago. Yeah, S tier, bro. It is amazing. Like, you already know it's S tier. Home on the Range. This one isn't as bad as I thought. Like, I thought it would be like super terrible, but it's actually like better than I thought. That was a nice surprise. How it's actually like way better than I thought it would be. I like the villain song. It's pretty good, but it's just like not talked about or like that memorable. Yeah. His like sidekicks were like, I think, comic relief, who were just okay, I guess. That bit where like the vultures were swirling over like the yellow cow whose name I forgot. Like the bit where they were like swarming over her because she was sinking, but her pitch is so terrible that they thought she was dying. Like vultures were like swirling above her. Like, I think that was really funny. Yeah, that was really funny. Probably got the biggest laugh out of me. Lady and the Tramp. I forgot where I put it. Let me see. B tier, okay. Yeah, I'd see. And I don't think, no, there's not really a lot of B tier movies. There's like 15 if I remember correctly. But we're just getting a lot of B tier movies. So Lady and the Tramp, it was pretty good. Of course, the iconic scene where like they're eating the same strand of spaghetti and they kiss. Of course, that was good. The part where they escape from like the pound was good. Like the beaver was pretty good. Stuff was pretty good. The only problem is how like I just didn't like the cats, or like the Siamese cats, or like the ant. they were just annoying and like and they were just annoying and essentially pretty much you could say they were the villains. That the apparently the main villain is supposed to be some rat that appears like in the last like 20 minutes that Tramp just kills like behind curtains. Yeah. Yeah. And so like other than yeah, like he barely appears. So yeah, overall movie's pretty good. Now Lilo and Stitch is A tier, is not S tier because I had already seen it like a little bit prior to the wheel picking it, so I was a bit annoyed. And so yeah, I was a bit tired of Lilo and Stitch, but it's still a really good movie. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Make Mine Music. Now, if you don't know what this is, neither did I until making the we are making this list. Because Make Mine Music, this movie, this is the only Disney movie that's non-Disney Plus, so I had to rely on like a YouTube, I had to rely on a YouTube like playlist, and it's C tier. Some parts like the Martins and the Coys and Casey at the Bow are really good. But then you got that one where it's just like a sad song that I just didn't like at all, or like all the cats tripping. I didn't really like it. Yeah, it's just pretty mid. Wreck-It Ralph is obviously A tier, not S tier. If you're wondering why, because I just didn't feel like because like there are a lot of questions still in this universe that could have been answered here. Like I wish they were answered. Yeah. But of course, really good movie, obviously. Moving on. Meet the Robinsons is okay. This movie's A tier. It was way better than I thought it would be. I didn't really have any expectations. I had no idea what this movie's about, but it's really good. But my only problem is that Lewis decided not to meet his real mom. I don't really know why. Yeah, I don't really like how he didn't decide to meet it. I don't really think there was like a real reason for that. I guess he just didn't feel like it. I don't know. But of course, the story's really good. The bowler hat guy being his friend, like that one scene where the bowler hat guy was telling Lewis's friend to like channel his anger into like hatred or something, like that scene, like that scene right there was just like that set off like a million red flags. Yeah, bro, that set off a million red flags. So yeah, really good. Anyways, Melody Time is D. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, most of the '40s movies were pretty bad, I will say. Yeah, most of the '40s movies are pretty bad, I will say. This one is one of those package movies. Yeah, like a lot of the movies in the '40s were like about where it's like multiple stories just crammed into like a movie, like Fun and Fancy Free, like all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't really remember anything from this movie, but I just remember it being very bad. So now Moana. Come on, A tier. It's not S tier because because at one point Maui mentions like how like he's like a demigod and he mentions the gods. Like we never see like anything about the gods. That's like a bit of missed potential. We could have seen. Well apparently Te Fiti was a goddess, but like whatever. Besides, I just didn't like Moana's dad. I'm sorry. He was just kind of annoying the entire movie. So I did not like it. I did not like him. But this movie was so close to being S tier though. I'll just move like all the way up here. Mulan is like S tier. Now this movie, the side characters are just NPCs. Like I'm sorry, y'all. but like the music is really good. I like how the end of like a girl we're fighting for, and they just see the destroyed village and how nobody speaks because they're in shock, which apparently isn't the case for the live action remake that apparently doesn't even have Mushu. Yeah, like this movie's just funny, great songs, great everything. Like the only slight problem is how like the villain has no connection to Mulan. Like that one scene where like Mulan rolled her hair up and said like this, and the villain said like the soldier from the mountains. Like that really just clears it up. How like yeah, he doesn't know who the hell she is. Oliver and Company. So that's good. Oliver and Company is A tier because, but yeah, I was gonna put in B tier, but I've decided that there were more good aspects. Like for example, Sykes is a really good villain. He feels like some mafia boss. He feels like some mafia crime boss. Like guy like I really like his aura, and his villain defeat where he gets hit by a train is pretty cool. It's like the story of Oliver Twist, which I think is kind of good. I mean, the only iteration of Oliver Twist I know other than this is the Animaniacs reboot one, like that episode where they were like Oliver Twist. Yeah, that's like really all I remembered from like Oliver Twist. So yeah, it's really good. I like the side characters. I like it. I like the rich girl who took him in. The dog, the rich dog was a bit annoying. Which is kind of bad because this movie is actually pretty good. So yeah, a Peter Pan. I forgot where I put this. This was like a 50s movie. Let me just check. Where's Peter Pan? Peter Pan is in. Okay, I cannot find Peter Pan here for the life of me. Yo, I cannot find Peter Pan anywhere on this list. Where the hell did I put it? Did I forget to put? Oh wait, no. Peter Pan's in B. Yeah, B tier. Fuck, B tier. So, like, I think their story was really good. The Native American stuff was like super, like I like how Tinkerbell was just being an op the entire ass movie. Like she was just like an op who tried to kill Wendy, then she got banished by Peter Pan and joined forces with like, Captain Hook, I'm pretty sure. Wendy's voice actor is the same as Alice's, but this movie isn't as bad, so I can actually tolerate that voice. Yeah, it's just good. So Pinocchio, I'm pretty sure this is the last E tier movie. Yes, it's really bad. Like the main antagonists, like the thing where like they turn those guys into donkeys, like the villain isn't defeated, like or what? Pinocchio just escapes and they forget all about the donkeys, and that's about it. This is E tier, right? Yes, it is. So now we've concluded the E tier. Yeah. Okay, here's a very controversial pick: Pocahontas and B. Listen, like I like the villain. Savages is a pretty good villain song. Like I feel like the story, like when I know the story of, like Pocahontas and shit. So like, I know the story. So when I was watching, like I was like, oh, here, like remembering stuff. So like in the original story, John Smith got injured in like some gunpowder incident. Then he had to go back to England, which actually happens at the end of the movie. Yeah, I just think it was actually kind of good, and I had low expectations too. So yeah. Because this movie was funny, like that one time when Ratcliffe said, like, why are the Indians attacking us? Switched out, like the Native Americans or whatever they called them in the movie. When he said, like, why are they attacking us? Like when his like sidekick said, like, maybe because we like cut down their trees, dug up the ground, and like forced them out of the land. Like that part was pretty funny. The animal sidekick and the tree that can talk and whip people were okay and very forgettable because they only appeared in, because like the tree only appeared like twice, I think. Yeah, it's just very bad. Like some aspects are pretty bad, but some are actually really good. Like again, the villain songs, because there's two, surprisingly. There's two villain songs which are both pretty solid. Yeah, so now Raya and the Last Dragon is D tier. Yes, a running thing you'll see is how most of the movies in we're done with D tier. Yeah, this is the end of D tier. Raya is pretty bad. It displays bad messaging about trust. Like this movie actually does have a villain if they could only commit to her being evil, because every like time she's on screen it feels like she's always like flipping, like the writers didn't even know if they wanted her to stay evil or have a redemption arc. Now, in my opinion, she shouldn't have been redeemed, or at least not the way she was. Besides, and Sisu's voice actor Aquafina is a bit annoying, but that's okay. The side characters are pretty good, and yeah, that's about it. Robin Hood. Now, this movie I found to actually be pretty good. Let me see where I put it. I think like B. Yep, B. Yep. Because it's in B because of how I really like the snake guy and the villain. Like they're fun. Robin Hood and Little John out here just stealing. And like that one scene where like it was some arrow contest, where everybody was like beating the hell out of like the guards. Like that scene was really funny. Robin Hood was actually pretty good protagonist, as he was helping people. And then there's like the tax collector who was just an op in like the entire movie. So yeah. Yeah. Shit's pretty good. I didn't really like how like I didn't really like how King Richard returned, because like in the end he does return. I mean, he didn't need to, but I mean, guess it's okay that he did. So B tier. Treasure Planet. All right, we're here. Also B tier. The animation is incredible. The twist villain was established to the audience as one first, which is why this movie is really good. Like, that's how a good way to make a twist villain, to establish to the audience that he's evil before you establish it to the characters. So, yup. Yeah, like the CG, and like Long John Silver's redemption arc is actually really cool. I really like his character, how he's like a cyborg, but like I think it was really good. Of course, the robot guy, when they actually made Treasure Planet, were a bit annoying, and that spider looking at guy's death was, it was just a falling death, essentially, which I didn't really like because it's like boring ass death, but whatever. Saludos amigos. I went into this movie thinking it would be racist. Oh wait, I accidentally grabbed Sleeping Beauty. Wait. Well, I might as well rank Sleeping Beauty. So this movie, yeah, I was gonna rank. Okay, I might as well rank this movie already. Okay, where did I put it? I think somewhere low. Yep, C tier. It's okay, C tier because it's pretty boring. Like, honestly, it's just pretty boring. The fact that like I don't think Sleeping Beauty has a name other than Sleeping Beauty is kind of bad. Like, give her an actual name. I think she does have one, but they just didn't say it enough in the movie for me to remember her name. Yeah. Maleficent is cool, I guess. The fairies are cool. I don't know. There's a lot of boring stuff in this movie. Anyways, back to a regularly scheduled program. So, White and the Seven Dwarfs. Okay, so this movie, I'm pretty sure I put it in B tier, A tier. I'm pretty sure I put it in B tier or A tier. Okay, where did I put Snow White? B tier. Why is it in B tier? It is just really good, okay? It's just good. It's in B tier because it is. Because, like, it's the first ever Disney movie. Yeah, it's the first ever Disney movie, and I think they did a good job. I really like the Seven Dwarves and how Snow White essentially just acts like a mother to them, and they're over here like when she tells them that they have to like take a shower, they have to take a bath. Everybody agrees except for Grumpy, so they have to like just carry Grumpy over to the bathtub. That was pretty funny. Of course, like then when they first realized that Snow White was in there, like I just really like the dwarves, okay? And the evil queen, even though she like barely ever appeared, I guess it's cool. Now, finally, we can get back to Sword and the Stone. Okay, so so Sword and the Stone, it was pretty boring, I will say. Madam Mim, the main antagonist, doesn't appear until like the third act, and Arthur doesn't even do anything during the boss. I mean, not the boss. I said fucking boss fight, dude. During the like fight, he just stands there as like a bird, just watching them like fight each other. Wait, I forgot where I put it, so let me just see. C tier, yeah, C tier. There were some parts that were pretty boring, but some parts that are good. Like, I kind of liked it when they turned into like fish and like squirrels. Like, I think that was kind of cool. Other than that, it's just kind of boring. Now, okay, we can finally get back to. Now we can finally get back to what I've been avoiding this entire time. The movie that's about different countries. Salud, Three Caballeros. Okay, okay, A tier. If you're wondering why I put in A tier, because I mean, come on, it's the Three Caballeros. Who doesn't love these guys? They're like some of my favorite Disney characters. Like Jose and Panchito are pretty good. In Saludos Amigos, there's no Panchito. It's just Jose because it's about South America. I do like the stories, like the Donald one. It's probably racist, but like I think it's kind of good. The like Pedro the plane story is good. Of course, the Jose Carioca one is good, and the Goofy one. Like all stories are pretty good. Yeah. So now those two, like they're both A tier because they're really good, pretty funny, great characters. The only problem with Saludos Amigos is that it's probably racist, and that's really the only thing wrong with it. Three Caballeros, like I didn't really like the ending. It's just a bunch of random shit happening. Tangled. Where did I put this? I think in like C tier. Wait. Please stand by as I figure out where the hell I put this movie. Okay, yeah, C. It's in C tier because honestly, it is pretty bad. Like, it's just boring at some points. Like, Mother Gothel's villain song is okay, I guess. Like, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Tangled is just like, I guess, like, the the Flynn Rider, whatever the hell his name is, I don't even remember, is okay. The Animal Sidekick doesn't even like. I forgot his. I don't even remember his name because bro was like such a, like an NPC the entire movie. Bro like barely ever appeared. I guess I like the main story. At the end, when like all the guards had to use like frying pans, like for some reason frying pans are like the deadliest thing in this universe. Tarzan. For a Renaissance movie, I thought this would be pretty good since it's a Renaissance movie, but wait, I'm pretty sure. Wait, did I put in C? I'm pretty sure I did. We're almost done with F. There, I can see the last F tier movie here. Yeah, we're in like the home stretch. You know, how long has this video even been? How long? Damn. Damn, bro, it's been like almost an hour. Jesus. Okay, yeah, lightning round. So, Tarzan. Yeah, this is not gonna be my longest video. So, anyways, Tarzan, C tier. The animation is super good. I didn't really like the villain except for his death, like Jesus Christ. And the Phil Collins songs were bad. And Jane and her dad decided to stay on the island, and I didn't like that. Ichabod and Mr. Toad, both stories are really good. Yeah, it's A tier. It's just really good. Toad's Wild Ride and The Headless Horseman are both great stories with funny characters. Yeah, A tier. Okay. You know what? I'll just rank the movies that I remember the ranking. So, okay, so Hunchback, Lion King, Little Mermaid, all S tier because they are great movies, great Renaissance movies, really good songs because of course they're Renaissance. Black Cauldron is the last F tier movie because it is shitty and ass. Emperor's New Groove is super amazing and I really love it. Fox and the Hound is C tier because, like, while the story was pretty good, Chief didn't die even though he got hit by a train. Like, durable ass dog. And like it was gonna go in D tier, but I really liked the ending when I put it. I think did I put in C or B? Like I really liked the ending. I thought it was pretty sweet. No, this is a C, yeah. But like again, there were just some parts I didn't like. Okay, Grey Mouse Detective is S tier because of course it is. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which I finished seeing today, is C tier. I think this one was pretty good, was better because I liked the stories it tried to tell, and like shit was better, I'd say. And speaking of which, Winnie the Pooh, Disney's last 2D movie, is A tier because I really liked it. I thought it was really good. Like I like how I like the stories were. I like how Pooh was like dying of starvation the entire ass movie. That was funny. Okay, now Rescuers Down Under a C tier because it's boring and the titular mice characters are like NPCs in the entire ass movie. And Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh was like pretty boring at some points. Okay, Aristocats. Okay, 4 movies left. Holy shit. Okay, so let me see where I put Aristocats. B tier because I like the story of where they were like trying to get back to Paris and like how that one guy like kidnapped them because the will was going to go to the cats and not him. I think that was pretty good. Jungle Book is A tier because like mean, the characters are really good. I like the villain. He was a pretty good villain who was voiced by Frollo, or at least in the direct-to-DVD sequel. Yeah, really good. So that's A tier. Princess and the Frog is A tier. The songs are really good. I like the story. Dr. Facilier's villain song and him being a villain is super good. So A tier. And the last movie, The Rescuers, is B tier because I think that it's better. Honestly, I honestly just think that it's because I honestly just think that the story was better and the mice are actually characters in this one, so that's good. Oh my god. This is already my longest video ever. It's already an hour long. Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, Scafarilla's Productions Disney ranking video was fucking 2 hours. So this is now my longest video, so that's cool. But anyways, bye.